Okay, we're here with Bahamas. We'll open up the floor. Coach, just your thoughts on the game?
Just a tremendous effort from our guys. That's a very good Canada team, well coached. We got blitzed in game one, and credit to these guys, rallied and put us in a spot to win it. So just incredibly proud of their effort.
Well, let's ask you your thoughts on the game.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you to Canada Basketball for the hospitality. It's always a pleasure to visit beautiful country, have a great experience. So as far as the game, like Coach said, we did not show the face that we wanted to at home. A lot of credit to you guys, and a response was needed. And I think that the coaching staff made some really good adjustments to help us with some of the things that we had trouble with. And hats off to Canada Basketball. They took every punch we threw and won the game. But I was happy with our young guys. We had a lot of injuries in the first game. Some guys couldn't make it. We was just trying to control what we can control. And overall, although we didn't get the win, I'm happy with the performance of a shorthanded team, and I'm happy with the coaching staff.
Open up the floor to questions. Any questions for Coach?
Coach, you mentioned the injuries. Only a 7-man rotation today after playing 10. Was that Kai missing? Was that injuries? Was that just the importance of a win shortening the rotation?
No, we had some injuries, and we had some issues with getting guys here. We had 7 guys to play. We flew a guy up from the Bahamas last night, so we had 10 on our roster, but 7 available.
Can you kind of speak to then just having like 7 guys, like their health wise, or just like,
Yeah, it's just a testament to first of all, it's a testament to this man right here, man. He sets the tone. He's a veteran. He's been playing longer than I've been coaching, and just he wasn't going to let us have any excuses tonight. So we would have played with 5, and we would have played hard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
What did you like from the second half, from what your team was able to rally back, make this a game late, and what did you think you guys were doing right in making this a very competitive game late?
Yeah, Keno.
Yeah, like we said in the first part, we wanted to keep our we knew we was a little bit shorthanded, but we had to bring our fighting spirit. We tried to keep the energy. We knew the first 5 minutes, coach said that the first 5 minutes of the third quarter are the most important. We knew that Canada is a high-powered team that's able to go on shooting runs at any time. So it was just about trying to stick to the game plan as much as possible. It wasn't perfect, but it kept us in the game. And I think just our camaraderie and our fighting spirit gave us a chance at the end.
Last thing, you mentioned injuries. Was any other reasons why people weren't able to come over? Like, I know there's people talk about the border issues, that kind of stuff.
That's I can't speak to that.
No. Comment.
You guys were able to make it obviously very close towards the end. Points off turnovers, efficiency in the paint. What other keys were able to get that deficit closer and almost get you guys over the hump?
Yeah, we guarded. We guarded and we rebounded. I thought our zone, then matching up out of it was pretty effective. Again, Canada's a very, very good team, and we lost the ball game because they punch back on every time that we get a little run, and you got EuroLeague NBA guys over there, and we knew it was going to be a fight, so we had to throw some stuff at them.
Coach, vastly different game from game one. Was the change of play, was it tactic driven or just effort?
I think first it was tactic. We had to get. Our staff had to put these guys in a better position to compete, and I thought we did that tonight. We weren't prepared for how good Canada. I mean, we knew how good Canada was. We weren't prepared on our own end, and then obviously, they fought their tails off.
And is there an identity that you're trying to instill in your team leading up to qualification for 2027?
No, Chris DeMarco is the head coach of the Bahamas, and LJ Rose is is one of the general managers, and obviously the federation. We're filling in, and we kind of took the lead from these guys, and they've been building this culture for a really long time. So I can't speak to that, but Keno can.
I'll comment. It's the FIBA style now is very complicated with the windows, because we know when everybody gets their top team in the summer 5 NBA guy, the Bahamas is also one of the top teams in the world right now. But for the windows, we've been slowly building a culture with our young guys. Now, we weren't able to compete in these type of games 7-8 years ago. Now, as you've seen over the last few years, the Bahamas is becoming more just as known for basketball as we are in track and field. And it's just a testament to the culture. There's a lot of great young talent coming. And also, we're getting commitments for the windows. We know that we have to get the job done in order to put our big team, A-team, on the court in the summer. So it's just to keep growing the culture, continue to give back into the young talent, and to continue to just build the program and represent the country.
You guys had a couple of fans cheering you guys on in the stands. What would you like to say to them for their support?
Oh man, I mean that's kind of our thing, man. The Bahamas is a small country, like we said before the game, it's 400,000 against 40 million, but we're a very proud and prideful 400,000. So every time we can get fans in the gym on the road, it's beautiful. We have a great Bahamian community all over Canada. So to see flags and to hear them screaming in the gym uplifted us a lot today. We want to say thank you for the support, and we're going to keep pushing, man. We're going to keep growing. I was a part of the program for 20 years, not much longer, switching over to coaching. Not sure how much longer I'll be around the program, but we're going to keep moving Bahamas basketball in the right direction. And this type of attitude and effort and accountability and commitment is what we expect.
Coach, so obviously today with the zone defense, mixing it in different types of zones, 2-3 zones, was really effective. Just wanted to get your thoughts on how you felt that kind of slowed down Canada's offense, and then within also how you thought maybe Thomas Kennedy was a guy that kind of helped to break that a little bit throughout.
Yeah, Thomas is a good player. He's a great athlete. He's good in the short roll. He's good in the dunker. But we wanted to just throw different looks at Canada. Again, they're so well prepared, well coached. Nate Mitchell is one of the best coaches in the Americas, and so we wanted to just kind of keep them on their heels, and I thought we did that.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we are now joined by head coach Nathaniel Mitchell and Trey Bell Haynes. Coach, we'll open up to you first. Just your thoughts on the game.
Real scrappy team, man. Really tough to defend off the bounce. We thought with the changes they made, they would be pretty good off the bounce. We tried to make defensive adjustments towards that, and they played well. Even double-digit score the whole game. They just hung around, 14, 13, made a couple threes. Our ball security wasn't great tonight. That probably helped. But other than that, I'm really proud of my group just being tough and hanging in there and controlling the game regardless of the score.
Trey, 17 points, 10 assists off the bench. Your thoughts on the game?
Similar to what Coach said, I think they're a scrappy team. They hung around. They got a lot of confidence towards the end of the third quarter going into the fourth. Made some tough shots, tough layups, and kind of when you see a couple tough ones go in, that gives the battery in the back for all the guys. I think down the line, everybody made a big shot at one point. So they're hard to stop when they're playing. They're hard to stop when they're playing as free as they are. Like Coach said, we turned it over a bit too much, gave them a couple easy possessions out in transition, but overall we came here to win 2 games, so I'm happy.
Okay, we'll open it up to media. Any questions for Coach or Trey?
Coach, after the first 5 minutes of the second half are always telling moments in any ball game, and did you sense that Bahamas was going to ignite like that in the second half? More specifically, end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this thing, we prepared as this team was very, very good. At the Americas Cup, all their games were close. They went to overtime against the same USA team. They lost in overtime barely, the same team that beat us in the bronze medal game. So they definitely had our attention. We just went down there in game 1 and really were really aggressive. We shot the ball really well. It kind of took it to them. So I think sometimes in that, playing the same opponent back-to-back could be kind of tough to come in. So how they played today is how I expected them to play in the game 1, to be honest. But I think our guys did a really good job, even coming out in the second half. I didn't like some of the defensive breakdowns we had early, but I thought what we did, we had some substitutions. We were able to switch up our pick and roll defense to kind of weather the storm a little bit.
It's not every day where you get to play on your home floor and allocate some wins. How good does it feel to, show up in front of a home crowd like this?
It feels great. I think I talked about it a bit yesterday with a couple of the guys. For a few of us, this is the first time playing in Toronto since high school. So to come out here, play in front of our parents, our families is a big deal. And to get the win makes it a little bit sweeter. So we're grateful for the opportunity, obviously, to wear Canada and play in Canada, but even more grateful for those of us that are from Toronto to kind of come here and win.
Coach, you mentioned kind of changing defensive coverages a little bit on the pick and roll. I wanted to ask you, what kind of impact did you think Thomas Kennedy had on the game today? He was switching those ball screens and then also in the zone defense, kind of playing quarterback at the elbow. What kind of impact did you think he had today let down the stretch?
I think he had a serious impact. I think he was really good. I think he played everything he could do in the high post. He passed the ball well. He offensive rebounded really well. He quarterbacked us defensively with all our coverages. He's been a mainstay in our program. I've had him since Global Jam when he was with the U Sports. I played him up in Global Jam and played him the first America Cup, 6 years ago. I played him a lot of minutes. So those minutes and those games have he's grown to be who he is now, to play in big games and execute and make big plays. We had a lot of guys at that position who played well. I mean, Charles has played well, Kyle's played well. They all give different dynamics. So I'm lucky to be able to choose from those 3 guys. But TK really did step up and play well today.
Coach, yesterday you said you want this team to be tough, and in being tough, you got to be annoying as well. So through these 2 games, do you have an annoying, tough team?
Absolutely. I ride with these guys all day. I feel that. I feel, and I know they're tough when it's not going well and they're still sticking to it. Regardless if I, make a quick sub or something like that, they understand what I'm trying to do, offense or defense, certain situations. It's not ideal, and not every day you get to play 12 guys in a game either. I played all 12 guys. Most teams, you're going to play 9, 10 in a close game. We try to use everybody's skill set for every, different situations. So I think these guys are very tough, especially in a situation where the minutes are spread out.
Coach, you guys shot it very efficiently, especially in the paint. What were the keys to allowing yourselves to assert yourselves in the paint?
Give Trey the ball and get out the way.
Yeah.
Now, we've always talked about pressure on the rim and decision-making. I thought our guards did a really good job once they got in there. They got a couple lobs. Our bigs were getting dunks. That's why their field goal percentage was really, really high. And at the end of the day, your paint percentage and your field goal percentage in the paint allow you to be efficient throughout. Now you make a couple of threes and, you can get up to 100, 110 points, especially in a FIBA game. But the pressure on the rim is important. And for a team that played zone the whole game, trying to take you out of the paint, I thought it was really good for our guys to still get paint points.
Trey, this is a pretty veteran squad, compared to the America Cup. Few vets, like Kyle mentioned, Cassius. as a point guard, when you have this little time to prepare for these windows, how helpful is that to get this kind of veteran squad in here?
Yeah, yeah, it's extremely helpful. I think when we had 3 days of practice, one taped live full court practice before the first game in the Bahamas. So having guys that kind of, we know each other, we've been playing together in qualifiers and tournaments for the last few years, makes it a lot easier to just kind of come and get together and have a common goal. But I think what's really important and most important in these windows is kind of going in egoless. Like he talked about it a lot this summer. We're not playing for jobs right now. We're not playing for salary. So we can kind of go out there and just play to win. And there's no distractions. There's no anything else. So it makes it really easy when you have 12 guys that kind of buy into the fact that all that matters is winning. And I mean, today I scored a bit more than probably most of every game I ever put on this jersey, but the next game it'll probably be somebody else. And I think when you have a veteran, egoless group, it makes it really easy to come out here and play like this.
Any other questions? Last question.
Nate, like going off that, how hard is that to keep guys focused on the bigger picture and not let any of the egos, get big over the course of not one window, but over the course of, 3 years preparing for the Olympics?
Yeah, I just think it's been organizationally, it's been a great job of just spreading that word throughout. From our top level guys to our guys that are playing some lower level leagues in Europe. They all understand once they come in, it's for Canada, and that belief throughout the system has allowed us to make good decisions and who we pick on the team, understand. And so when we come into these things, even though it's 3 practices, me as a coach, I feel like it's easy. They make my job easy because they really buy in, and I appreciate them all the time for it, win, lose, or draw. But, I mean, at this point right here, qualifying for the World is every win matters, every point matters, and that's how we're going to approach every game going forward.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Trey. This concludes our press conference.